Kings fought for it, rebels died for it. But do we still fight for it today? Let's find out.
Sometimes I feel life's unfair. Reservation, gender bias, nepotism. Doors keep closing before they even open. I'm just another girl, wondering if freedom really means anything now. But that day, curiosity won. I reached out and touched an ancient stone, and the world began to shake.
Oh my god, it's Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj.
I am the Maratha king who built Swaraj brick by brick, the one who fought empires but never let his people lose hope.
Bhagat Singh, the revolutionary freedom fighter.
I am Bhagat Singh, the revolutionary who at just 23 chose gallows over silence. I believed freedom needed sacrifice, and my sacrifice took the British to their core.
The flying Sikh, Milkha Singh.
I lost my family in Pakistan. I ran barefoot on the fields, and still I would become India's greatest sprinter, making the whole world know my name.
Kalpana Chawla, the first Indian woman to fly to space.
I fought a society that said girls from small town don't become astronauts.
Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi.
I am Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi, the queen who rode into battle in 1857, carrying her child on her back and
Mary Kom, the world boxing champion from India.
I come from a tiny village in Manipur to six-time world boxing champion. I showed the world that nothing is impossible if you refuse to give up. I am a mother, a fighter, and an inspiration.
Wait, did I just summon India's greatest legends from across time? If they are all here, maybe they can finally tell me what freedom really means.
Freedom for me was Swaraj, self rule. I dreamed of an India where no foreign power could dictate how we lived, prayed, or worked. For me, freedom was not just winning battles, but giving my people the right to live with pride. Truth, freedom is when the soil you are born in belongs to you and only you.
For me, freedom meant dignity. When the Britishers tried to take away my kingdom and my honor, I could not stay silent. I fought not only for Jhansi but for every woman and every Indian who demanded respect. Freedom to me is living without fear, the courage to stand tall even when the world tells you to bow down.
I was only 23 when I gave my life. For me, freedom was not something to wait patiently for, it was something to seize with courage. I believe freedom required sacrifice, even if it meant my blood on the gallows. For me, freedom was the right of every young Indian to live without chains and to dream without fear.
My idea of freedom came after Pakistan. I lost my family, my home, and everything. But I found freedom on the track when I ran with all my strength. Every step I took was proof that the pain could be turned into the pride. Freedom to me was running for India, making the world respect of my country through sports.
As a young girl from Karnal, I would look at the sky and dream of flying. For me, freedom was breaking the barrier of gender, of society, and of the idea that this is not possible. When I went into the space, I carried with me the dream of millions of Indians. Freedom for me is the power to reach beyond the limits and prove that nothing is impossible.
My freedom came in the boxing ring. People said, "You are a girl from a small village. How can you fight?" but every punch I threw was an answer to those doubts. Freedom for me is proving that women can fight, win, and inspire, while also being a mother and a leader and a champion. Freedom is breaking stereotypes with strength and determination.
For me, freedom looks very different. I was born in an independent India, but even today, I see my friends trapped by corruption, by inequality, by the pressure of studies, jobs, and expectations. I think freedom is about the choice to live the life we want, without fear, without barriers, and without the chains that are invisible but still heavy.
Freedom for me was protecting every inch of our land from powerful empires. Every battle was a test of survival. We built Swaraj by blood and strategy, always facing enemies stronger than us. Freedom for me was not just about winning wars, but about giving the people strength to believe in themselves again.
I hear you, Shivaji Maharaj. But imagine being a young queen, a mother, and riding into war as I carried my child in one arm and a sword in the other. My freedom was dignity to never bow down, no matter the odds. I wanted every woman to know that courage is not bound by gender.
You both fought with armies and swords. I had nothing but my youth and courage. At just 23, I walked to the gallows. Freedom to me was giving everything, even life itself. So others could breathe free and live freely. My struggle was short, but it burned bright enough to inspire generations.
You faced the British head on, but I fought a ghost that never left me partisan. I lost my family, my childhood, and my home. Every day I ran that was to escape and prove India's spirit could never be broken. I carried no weapons, but my leg, and with them I carried the hopes of a warrior nation.
My battlefield was not the land or politics, but the sky. I fought a society that said girls from small towns don't become astronauts. My freedom was to reach the space, to prove dream is not too distant. Even today I believe freedom means daring to look beyond the impossibles.
I didn't fight empires, but I fought inside my own country against stereotypes. People told me, "You are a girl, you can't box." Every punch I threw was for freedom, freedom to choose my own path. My fight proved that strength has no gender and no limits.
Today, I see all of your struggles in different forms. We don't fight the British anymore, but we fight corruption, inequality, unemployment, and pressure. Our chains are invisible, but just as heavy. Maybe each of you fought a different battle, but the war for freedom never really ended.